Hi, my name is Jennie Finch. I am a senior at Lisa Academy North, and for my poetry PBL, I'm going to be reading George Gray by Edgar Lee Masters. I have studied many times the marble which was chiseled for me, a boat with a furled sail at rest in a harbor. In truth, it pictures not my destination, but my life. For love was offered me, and I shrank from its disillusionment. Sorrow knocked at my door, but I was afraid. Ambition called to me, but I dreaded the chances. Yet all the while I hungered for meaning in my life. And now I know that we must lift the sail and catch the winds of destiny wherever they drive the boat. To put meaning in one's life may end in madness, but life without meaning is the torture of restlessness and vague desire. It is a boat longing for the sea and yet afraid. So the title, George Gray, appears to be a man's name. The poem begins with a speaker, presumably George Gray, studying his marble headstone. The reader can assume from this that George Gray is dead. There is a sailboat in a harbor etched in his headstone. He remarks at how appropriate the symbol is because to him the boat in the harbor symbolizes his life. Boats are constructed to withstand adventures, yet the boat was always at rest and not living up to its potential. He compares this to his life, that he was made to live and seize every opportunity, but he did not. He goes on to explain himself. He says that love, sorrow, and ambition were offered to him, but he was afraid to take chances. But the whole time he longed to put meaning in his life. He personifies love, sorrow, and adventure as knocking at his door and calling to him, but he was scared of taking risks and of what might happen if he did. But all the while he was wanting to give life meaning. Now that he's dead, he reflects on his life, and he knows that we must lift the sail and catch the winds of destiny wherever they drive the boat. He knows that his life could have had meaning if he had only taken all the chances and opportunities offered to him. He says that instead of being afraid and nervous about them, that we should embrace them. To put meaning in life might seem intimidating and has the potential to drive us mad, but if we have not put meaning in our lives, what have we lived for? We should not be afraid of finding that meaning, and we should not be afraid of taking risks in order to truly live. I take this poem to heart because I can be a bit of an overthinker sometimes, like George Gray was. The message of this poem is to let go of all that holds you back from living your life to its fullest. Sometimes we are our own worst enemies. This is especially true when our apprehensions keep us from seizing opportunities presented to us. By thinking too much about life or about the what-ifs, we might actually forget to live. Thanks for watching.